Okay, so we are super excited to once again announce a new feature for you. Maybe not a new one, but definitely a much improved one. In my opinion, the most needed one, especially with all the updates we're doing to layout and design and things like that. And in the process, we've also tried to incorporate some of the most requested feature updates we've been getting from y'all. So I'm going to let you know what we did, show you how it works, give you a few ideas, and then we'll go from there. Basically, what we've done is we've overhauled the calendar, we've overhauled the planner, and then we've actually combined them together so that it's more useful, more user-friendly. I want to let you know that up front we didn't delete anything from the calendar or planner databases. So if you've been utilizing that info is still there, and if you can't something doesn't show up properly, let us know and work with you to kind of transition you into the new tool. So what happens is, whether you're on the desktop or the app, works the same way. You've got this planner icon. And you click it and you can see you're going to get this list of basically like an event list here that you can filter as you add events and things like that. You can see your event names. You're going to notice this attendance thing. That means that this event has an attendance option. So your leaders know I need to take attendance. And they can then go and they can click. They'll have the event info. You can make notes to them. For example, Showboat this week to hang out with students. Or it could just be in a description of the event, however you want to do it. Like I said, or a note if there's something they've been struggling or forgetting to do. You could also do attachments. So this would be my small group questions for our midweek service where the kid leaders could pull those up after we finish a talk or a lesson or whatever the case may be. And then also you can take attendance. And it will take you straight to an attendance page and an edit event page where they can sit there and they can submit attendance. So if some of you have been asking, is there a way we could pre-create events for attendance? Well, now you can do that and it'll show right up there in their calendar feed. Now I kind of want to show you how some of this works. So you can add an event. So I'm going to pretend like this is my other midweek event. I'm going to click requires attendance because I want them to be able to take attendance for this. I'm going to set it for tomorrow. And we'll do 7:30 to 9 just to make it a little easier. And then I'm not going to do a description. This is add attachment. This is where you could add in those notes. And you could copy and paste them in if you wanted to. You can do whatever you want to. Again, this is optional. You don't have to. Because this can be a tool for you if you just want to have some ministry lists and reminders and events and things like that, or again a tool to go ahead and power, equip, and remind your leaders of things you want them to do, even goals. So you can make this like, hey, contact all your students by phone, and then I'll show you down here. You could give them an attachment where you give them a guide on things that they could say. And then you can go down here and do reminders where a week out, days or hours, and the number you set, they get an email reminder of doing that. So, the next day before it's due, they could have that reminder. So you can do all those things, and then you can share it with them, leaders or groups. And what happens is they get an email invite or email notification that says, something's been added. They can tap and go view the event, and we've set it up to where that's basically almost like sharing a Google Doc. It's just, it's kind of basically a link for you to where if you wanted to, you could also put that out to others. They don't even have to log in. So if you want to use that kind of as a communication tool, you could do that. But I will tell you, if it requires attendance, you have to share with a group or it won't work properly. And all those things will take effect. So I'm going to do this for all the leaders of this group, create the event, and you'll see it shows up, siphons it off by days, things like that. Now, we'll tell you a couple things. This is only for future events. If you are interested in having past events pull up, let us know. We didn't do this at this time because we were thinking about this. For us, this being a planner, we're talking about planning ahead, thinking ahead, and doing those things. So that's kind of how we wanted to look at this. But if you want to be able to look at past events, let us know. We can kind of talk about that and see if there's something we can do. So you can sit there again, add event, view it, look at it. You can edit it. All the info's there. You can do what you want to do. Or if you need to, you can delete it. And so just kind of know those are sort of all the options. Now, if you're in the app view, you can also swipe to delete. That option's there, so just know that that's available. Now, I want to show you something else because a lot of you have been asking, well, can we do like a schedule? So I'm going to pretend like this is my Disciple Now. I'm going to call this Disciple Now Friday. I'm going to call this an all-day event. So this is something we're happening all day, okay? And what you can do when that happens, you can create an event schedule. So let's pretend like I've got a Disciple Now retreat coming up this weekend, this is a Friday. Well, I can sit here and say leader meeting, and I can sit here and build a schedule that goes straight to my leaders. They can pull it up on their devices. So this is going to be 5 to 6 p.m. Okay, and then I can add an item, students arrive. Okay, And that's from 6 to 7. Okay, and then worship, and you can get the idea here of where I could sit here and do all this. Okay, maybe there's also things you want them to have, be it small group questions, rule sheets, guides, things like that. Well, guess what? You could just add an attachment and do that, and it gets it gets tied to it, and then they could have all that right there as well. And then again, you can share them, or if you don't want to share, you could also make this just a private reminder for you. And so if you don't share it, just only you can see it. So it doesn't have to be a shared thing. We just knew that would be very helpful for a lot of you. And then you come through here, you create the event. Now, depending on how big your schedule is, it may take it a little longer, but you can see now I have this built in. So I've got my disciple now, my main event, for Friday. Okay. And then within that, I have my schedule here where I can see everything that I needed to see and know it and go and view things one at a time if I so choose to. So you can do a schedule or individual events. Watch this. You can filter them. So if you've planned out a lot ahead, I can filter, pull it up, and do that. Okay. Edit, delete, all of it's there, attachment, sharing with leaders, setting goals, whatever you want to do. We hope this will be a great tool for you. But I want to show you something else cool that we're excited about. So when you go up to your dashboard, this be if you logged in or go back to the main page. So you've created these events. Your leaders will get this reminder of the events that happen today. So when they log in, let's say again, today's Wednesday. It's Wednesday night. You've pre-created this event, right? So I log into my app, log into the desktop. Today's events pop up in a list. I can see, oh, I need to take attendance. So I can tap this, go take attendance, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so real quick, real simple, real easy. It's all right there. From reminders to creation to editing, whatever the case may be, in communication with your leaders. I can click and dismiss it if I've got something else. So I come and check in the morning because I want to follow up with my kids and encourage them with a text message. I can do that, dismiss it, it goes away. But it is there if they show up Wednesday, be it your check-in team or whatever, class leaders, Sunday morning, whatever this is, it can all happen and you're good to go. So hopefully you enjoy that. Please let us know if you have any questions. If you've got ideas, as always, if you want to, have some discussion about this, some help, always happy to do that. And I hope you have a blessed week.